Hi guys, welcome to week 2. As promised, a short little video about this week's assignment. This week you're going to look at a documentary on 9/11 and one on Hurricane Katrina. These are about 2 hours long each of them, so make sure that you allow yourself enough time. Hopefully maybe you got started on one of them already. This week you will have the corresponding weekly assignment number 1 due based on those documentaries, and you will be doing a Knowledge Wonder Learn table, and it will be 8% of your grade. So let's take a look at that assignment. If you go to, first, show you where it is. If you go to course documents, it is one of the only assignments that won't be on the discussion board. But so again, course documents, here is the grading rubric that I use for all assignments. It's just a good general way for me to show you what expectations I have. Okay, but what you should be after is the weekly assignment number 1 instructions. So I had already opened that, so we'll go to them. So as I talked about in the first video, the documentary on 9/11 will talk about how the actual event necessitated change in Homeland Security. And then as far as for Hurricane Katrina, it kind of, 4 years later, 14 years later, did the same thing for emergency management. So what you'll be doing here is, first of all, and this will be best really if you do it in this sequence, I find that with a blank mind you have a better chance of doing the know and want better than if you watched it and then go back and try to fill it in. And I refer to it as Knowledge Wonder Learn or Know Want Learn. The want and wonder kind of the same thing. So before you watch it, what do you know about 9/11 right now prior to watching the documentary? And then what do you want to know about 9/11? And then after you watch the documentary, then you look and you tell me, what did you learn from the documentary? So just try to, with a blank mind, again, do the know and want. And then after watching the documentary, that can be viewed here, fill out the learn part. Now you can take notes, or you can go on and open this form. So if you open this form, you will be taken here. Basically, it's just a Google form. I have the same instructions that I had before. Last name, first name, this is where you fill in the information. If you had it in a Word doc and then just copy paste. And then the last thing I added, and I think that 5 of you did this already, but if I just updated the form because it needed to have this. So if you didn't do it, go back in and maybe add this. But I always try to update the documentaries. I haven't been able to find a fantastic one on 9/11 or Hurricane Katrina for that matter. But the one I have is the one that the students think is the best one so far. So I would like to elicit your help to find what you guys think is the best documentary and then justify it for me. And you will see this extra credit later on. So there's the first one. You will have 2 forms due this time. So one on 9/11, and then if you go back to the weekly assignment, you'd be taken to the one weekly assignment number 2. It just has number 2 on it. But then the same thing here, and then do that on Hurricane Katrina. So I think that should be it for you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and have a great week. Thanks. Bye.